Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Rager, and Mr. Jatan had a pizza eating contest. It takes Mr. Jatan half an hour to eat a whole pizza. At this pace, how many pizzas can he eat in 1.5 hours? So what we need to do is find out how many pizzas he ate. And we can figure this out by using that he eats one pizza in half an hour, and he's eating for a total of 1.5 hours. So we need to find how many half hours there are in 1.5 hours. This one might be easy enough to do in your head, or we could even draw it out. So let's have this rectangle stand for 1 hour. And we need more than that because he eats for 1.5 hours, so we'll draw another one, cut it in half, and we don't use this part. Now it says in each half hour he eats a whole pizza. So in this hour, we cut it in half and he eats one pizza here, and another in this half hour, and another in this half hour. And we can see that he eats a total of 3 pizzas. What we just did was find out how many half hours go into an hour and a half, or 1.5 hours. That's a division problem. So we had 1.5 hours divided by the half hour. Now, when we divide fractions, there's 3 steps. K, F, C. Keep the first fraction the same. Flip or do the reciprocal of the second, and change divide to multiply. Following these steps, we're going to keep the first one the same, 1.5, flip or find the reciprocal of the second, which is 2/1, and change the division sign to a multiplication sign. Now when we multiply fractions, we can't have a mixed number. We change it to an improper fraction. And so to do that, we multiply the whole number times the denominator and then add on the numerator. So that makes 3 halves times 2/1 makes 6/2. That's 3 pizzas. We can see that this matches our drawing. Mr. Jatan ate 3 pizzas. It takes Mr. Rager 1/4 hour to eat a whole pizza. At this pace, how many pizzas can he eat in 1.5 hours? So again, we've got 1.5 hours, and we want to know how many pizzas he can eat. He's eating his pizzas in a 1/4 hour. So how many 1/4 hours are in 1.5 hours? So we divide by a 1/4. A 1/4 is 1/4. Remember, our rules are K, F, C. Keep the first one the same. Flip or find the reciprocal of the second. And C, change divide to multiply. So we're going to keep the first one, flip the second one, find the reciprocal of 1/4, which is 4/1, change division to multiplication. When we multiply fractions, we change the mixed numbers to improper fractions, so that's going to be 3/2 times 4/1, which makes 12/2. Or, when it's simplified, how many 2's go into 12? That's 6 pizzas. Let's draw it out visually and see if our answer makes sense. Here's 1 hour. Here's a second hour. We're only using half of that, 1.5. A 1/4 of an hour means that you're cutting the hour into 4 pieces. And you're cutting a half in half. These are quarter hours, and he's eating 1 pizza in each quarter hour. You can see that he ate 6 pizzas. So far, Mr. Jatan's eaten 3. Mr. Rager's eaten 6. Let's see how many pizzas Mr. Kennedy can eat. It takes Mr. Kennedy 1/5 of an hour to eat a whole pizza. At this pace, how many pizzas can he eat in 1.5 hours? So again, we're still dividing. 1.5 divided by 1/5. What were the steps again for dividing? Keep the first one the same. Flip. Find the reciprocal of the second one. 1/5 is 5/1. Change division to multiplication. Again, we don't multiply mixed numbers. We change them into improper fractions. And we end up with 15/2. We change this improper fraction into a mixed number. 2 goes into 15 7 times. That's 14. 1 left over and a half. So Mr. Kennedy is eating 7.5 pizzas, and he is the winner.
What the heck, guys? Empty pizza box? I didn't get to be in the pizza eating competition? I would have smoked you.